Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and boy oh boy, do we gotta talk about the somewhat disaster that is Suicide Squad. I think somewhat would be putting it a little bit lightly, but this is a game that I've been very skeptical of for a while. First of all, Rocksteady, let's be frank here, they are one of the greatest studios of the late 2000s up until the mid-2010s. The Batman Arkham trilogy, you could make an argument, a legit argument, that it is the greatest video game trilogy of all time. Would I go that far? Probably not, but it's definitely in the mix. I wouldn't say, saying it's the best superhero video game trilogy of all time, which I actually heard is one of the, promotional statements that has been used for Suicide Squad, that it's coming from the developers of that, but what does that really say? Have there been that many great video game, superhero game trilogies? Not really. But no, nevertheless, Rocksteady is fantastic, but it's been 9 years since the release of Batman Arkham Knight. And I mean, if you want to go back to the release of Batman Arkham Knight, let's just say it wasn't that great of a PC port, but the game itself was great. But what I see of Suicide Squad, I've always been skeptical of. And if you guys know me, you know I'm kind of almost to a point of unhealthily pessimistic. I'm pessimistic about video games in general, and I just expect everything to be terrible, and I try to keep my expectations relatively low. But obviously, sometimes, with games I'm really excited for, I get a little crazy too. But with Suicide Squad, I've always been a little bit skeptical. It was initially supposed to drop in May of 2023, and then I think, Rocksteady, Warner Brothers, they saw the reception of the game and the gameplay, and they decided to push the game back until February, and it drops February 2nd. However, this game does have the early access gimmick tied into it, and let's just say, things have not been going all so well starting this morning. We're aware that a number of players are currently experiencing an issue whereby upon logging into the game for the first time, they have full story completion. I saw that people were jumping into, the mid-game portion of the game out of nowhere. To resolve this issue, we will be performing maintenance on the game server. During this time, the game will be unavailable. We expect this to take several hours and will update once we have more information. We apologize for the inconvenience. Yeah, maybe it would have been better to have an offline option right out the gate. Because there is no offline option given for this game. That is not going to be available until later on. That is already fairly egregious for a game that, yes, it does have a focus on online co-op, but you can play this game solo, and you still need an online connection. Figure that one out. That is just mind-boggling, and they're gonna offer an offline portion later after release, but $70 game, $100 deluxe edition, and you're doing this nonsense? Come on. So take that for what it's worth. But it doesn't stop there. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League adds Denuvo DRM before launch. PC games and notes. This is absolute BS because pre-orders for the game have been live for quite a while. As noted by Will Nelson on PC Games and Anti-Tamper Technology, Denuvo has been added to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League according to its Steam store page. The DRM technology has come under fire over the years on how it impacts players' ability to engage with what they purchase, and now it looks like Suicide Squad will be the latest, with the Suicide Squad release date happening. And now we do know that the game does incorporate third-party DRM, and from what I know, this game did not have that listed prior, while pre-orders have been live. Guys, this is a message to all publishers that I know aren't watching my video. If you're gonna be adding DRMs, you gotta make that abundantly apparent that that's gonna be a part of the game when pre-orders go live. Pre-orders for this game have been live for quite a while, and now it's being baked into. Come on, man. And I get it. A lot of my criticisms for this game. Okay, $70 price tags. That's something I've been more and more lenient with. Games are getting more expensive to develop. Whatever. Game prices go up. Everything's been going up in price, so I've just kind of taken the L on that, and it's whatever. $70 games, go buy the game on Green Man Gaming, you'll get it for under 60, but still sucks. Whatever. We let that slide. You got games like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Playing it right now, the game itself is absolutely awesome, but now we're getting to a point where you gotta bake in this nonsense to the deluxe editions, whether it be stuff like Infinite Wealth's New Game Plus now being locked behind a deluxe edition, which is just insane. New Game Plus has been a core feature in the RGG titles, but with Suicide Squad, it's doing something that so many other games have made typical to do. This game comes out on February 2nd, but if you want to play it early, go buy the $100 digital deluxe edition. Not only that, with that being said, it's a $70 game. It's doing the early access gimmick. On top of that, we got seasonal battle passes for this game. Like, it's all about monetizing these games until the cows come home, or whatever the saying is. They just want to monetize this game forever and forever, and games in general, I get it. That's how you generate revenue. Games in general are ultimately going to hit a ceiling on how many copies you are going to sell. Suicide Squad was never going to sell 20 million copies, but how do we counteract that? Let's get more money out of the people we do sell the game to. Let's get more people to buy these digital deluxe editions. And then beyond that, you've got seasonal battle pass and early access. Guys, we all know that's a load of crap, especially for the majority of games. Guys, they're locking the game away, and I know I'm a broken record when I talk about these things, but it needs to be reiterated over and over again until we let everybody know what goes on with this early access shtick. It's not early access. The game's locked away. For those of you that dare to spend $70 on the game, they just add a delay to these games. Guys, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown had the early access gimmick baked into it. Do you think that game needed the early access gimmick? It was already $50 in the price point on a Metroidvania Prince of Persia. Loved the game, thought it was great, but the $50 price tag was already a little high, and you're gonna do this early access nonsense even with a game like that. It's just crazy to me, and it's gonna be a point of how much can they really get away with. They're gonna keep pushing and pushing, and, you know, I don't know what the end point is gonna be, where now you've legitimately got publishers locking away core features from games that have been available, you know, for a long time behind deluxe editions. It's all about how do we monetize these games longer and longer, and I know that those elements, it's not RGG. That's a Sega decision. It's not Rocksteady being like, we gotta make a game that we can monetize till the end of time. That's more of a Warner Brothers decision, and you can go look up the statements made by David Zaslav. It's very apparent that this is Warner Brothers' MO going forward, unless one of these games completely bombs. And I go back to a game like Hogwarts Legacy. Yes, it did have the early access gimmick attached to it, but that was a game that did not have egregious monetization aspects attached to it as well. Just a single-player game, 22 million copies sold. Now, part of that may be because people were desperate for a Harry Potter open world RPG, but I just offer that to you guys. And if you think that Hogwarts Legacy 2 is going to come out and there's not going to be some sort of monetization aspect attached to that game, you are kidding yourself. I bet you that the higher ups at Warner Bros., they're looking at that 22 million sales number of Hogwarts Legacy, they're just thinking, oh my goodness, we can sell 20 million copies of this game for a sequel, and then we can figure out more creative ways to monetize the game. We can monetize those 20 million people beyond just selling the game. I'm telling you, that's what Warner Brothers' MO is, and that's the MO of a lot of publishers these days. Now, at some point, I think it will hit that tipping point and that breaking point of people just being like, bro, this isn't what we want. I think Sony's gonna go through a little bit of that when they drop these games like Concord and Fair Game, and I don't foresee those games doing all too well, but we'll see. I've been wrong about a lot of things in the past. That's just my hypothesis and my outlook of gaming. But yeah, I just foresee a breaking point at some point coming to fruition, because yeah, there's gonna be big live service games, there's gonna be games that are gonna be able to be monetized for years and years. I just don't think that's something that every publisher is gonna be able to do with every game that they drop. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. And yeah, unfortunate, because Rocksteady, I feel like, you know, a couple months from now, we're going to be talking about Rocksteady like another BioWare, where at one point they were revered as a game studio. And now, I don't know, maybe the game will turn out to be great. Maybe I'm full of crap, and maybe I am being way too pessimistic about it, but I could see that being a reality here very shortly. Again, that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.